Hi, Sunil.
If you want me to give my introduction in 2 lines, it
Mhm.
is going to be like that. If you ask me that I don't face many problems, I'm here to give a sort of new content to my YouTube channel. I have been a YouTuber.
Mm.
So keeping
Oh,
this in
okay.
mind, I'm here, yes.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. So, is there any particular topic that you would like to discuss today?
No, I don't have anything in mind. Whatever you want, we can go with that. Because before
Sure.
that, I already had a session where I did discuss a few things. So
Hmm.
if in it is going to be wonderful if you ask some general questions, or if you have any topics, I can also go with that. I don't have any
Absolutely.
problem.
Sure. And do you want me to give you feedback of what you say,
Mhm.
or it's not
Yes, yes,
required?
and I'm looking forward to getting the feedback. You can. I would request you to do this at the conversation.
Towards the end,
Hmm.
right? Like a holistic
Yes.
feedback. Perfect.
Hmm.
Right. What are your interests? First, tell me. I'll pick up something from there.
Hmm.
What interests you?
Hmm. I think it depends when I am free or what I want to entertain myself.
Mm-hmm.
The most interesting thing for me is to learn new things, and I have been fond of learning new words. So,
Oh,
learning new words interests me a lot.
okay. That's great.
Hmm.
And how do you learn? What is your strategy to learn new words?
Okay, I am open to learning things whatever way I get it.
Uh
Sometimes
huh.
I learn new words from Shashi Tharoor's videos, and I have
Mm-hmm.
a few people I follow them, and whenever I watch their videos, there I encounter various
Mm-hmm.
new and different words. This is
Mm-hmm.
the first way. The another way that I love to get new words is reading a newspaper. Whenever I read a newspaper, there I get myriad new words.
Mm-hmm. I'll give you a suggestion at the end. A fun and an interesting way to learn vocabulary.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Talking about newspapers, Sunil, it
Mhm.
brings me to discuss a very important aspect that many big brands of newspapers like Statesman, Economic Times, they're all shutting down. Business is not that great, or they are going digital. The physical, you know, the
Mhm.
aspect of a newspaper, you hold it and drink your morning chai. It's
Mhm.
the practice is going deteriorating rather. So, what's your take on this?
Mhm. I think it depends on people to people.
Mm-hmm.
If you find it interesting, then you can go for that. But when it comes to me, I don't like reading anything on my
Mm-hmm.
mobile. So
Mm-hmm.
whenever I read anything using a mobile phone, I usually feel that after a certain period of time,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have a severe headache. And I'm
Mm.
always distracted. In order to concentrate, I have to be very strict with myself because whenever I
Mm.
watch something, I usually get notification.
Mm.
Sometimes I get a notification from WhatsApp, from
Mm.
Instagram, and from Facebook. So
Mm.
that's how I try to do one thing, that I keep the mobile phone at the bay, and
Mm.
I like to read a newspaper physically, and I
Mm.
enjoy reading that. I'm not
Yeah,
distracted, and I am usually indulged in reading. That I love reading a newspaper physically. I don't go
understood.
digitally. Yes.
Understood. Understood. That's right. Everything is about TRP these days, right? Even news channels.
Hmm.
Everyone is running behind TRP. Genuine journalism is very hard to find, though there are a few uh, journalists. Right? They are
Yes.
my favorites. Anyways, yeah, rightly put. You said you are into reading, so any famous or any favorite authors or books?
I do not read books very much. What I do is,
Okay.
as I said, I like to read a newspaper. And if I
Ah.
tell you that what I highly recommend or what I highly go for,
Mm-hmm.
that is always I read one of the famous newspapers, that is the Hindustan Times.
Yeah.
And whenever it is about the Hindustan Times, I always go for the Hindustan Times City. that
Hmm.
portrays about the lifestyle of actors and actresses.
Okay.
And
Okay, that's nice.
from yes, so I love reading it. Apart from that, because it when you read a newspaper,
Hmm.
it takes a considerable amount of time to finish even one page.
Yeah.
If you want to complete all the articles, then you have to
Hmm.
spend an abundance amount of time, and
Hmm.
it is so much time taking.
Yeah.
So I'm okay to finish only this part.
It is consuming. Yeah, it is time consuming. That's
Yes,
true.
it is.
Yeah. Everybody doesn't have the patience to do that. So I'm very glad that you do it. Yeah, it's a refreshing change to know somebody who reads it. That's true.
Yes.
In fact, there are many families who've stopped subscriptions also of newspapers. They're all digital these days.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that's true. Yeah. When we
Hmm.
talk about social media today, right? YouTube's and many people have opinions, influencers, and all. I find it's a good way for people to enhance their skills
Hmm.
as well as tell the world who you are really, right? It's a good scope. What's your take on it?
Yes, I concur with this that whenever we use YouTube, YouTube has been one of my favorite platforms to demonstrate whatever I I think it is going to be like to have the best of both worlds.
Hmm.
One, you are learning a lot. One hand, you are getting a reality check, what you know,
Hmm.
and what are the things that you need to work on.
Yeah.
The second thing, once your channel goes viral,
Hmm.
you are going to earn a lot too, and
Hmm.
you are going to be an identification. You are going to be a renowned face for so many
Hmm.
people.
Hmm. Hmm. That's pretty. Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And sitting at home, we have the access to multiple things.
Yeah.
At the same time, we can watch whatever we want to watch. And whenever I think of YouTube, only
Hmm.
one thing strikes my mind, that is that we learn so many things. And sitting at home, we can learn about anything, be it science, be it kitchen related thing, be it
Yeah.
how to build a home.
Yeah.
Everything we can do at ease.
Yeah. I remember most of my students, even me for that matter, the first
Hmm.
dish that we learned after many years was from YouTube. So yeah, it has taken the place of Dadi and Nani.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, true, true. I have an interesting question from the points that you said. I also feel, personally, it's my opinion, tell me if I'm wrong, with the changing times, education
Hmm.
system should also evolve into
Hmm.
skill based. Like YouTube is a big form of profession now. So this should come as a degree or a profession as well. I mean, why not?
Hmm.
Basic skills amalgamated together, video editing and all these things. We have different courses. Why not? It can be recognized by a university. What's your take on it?
Hmm. I'm not an expert of it. That yes, you are right about that. That we should be respected, and like it should be come as a sort of certificate. Like
Hmm.
whenever we go for some courses,
Mm-hmm.
and there are some certificates for English too,
Hmm.
or for some computer courses are there. Then in order to get a job, they are
Hmm.
going to ask some of the certificates that, or
Yeah.
you have done any courses. So same goes with YouTube, as you said that YouTube should be given a different recognition,
Hmm.
that people like us, those who to 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 leave no stone unturned, to to share their knowledge with a large number of people.
Mm-hmm.
When they learn something, we should be awarded for that. And that's
Yeah.
how it's going to bolster our confidence. That's how we are going to learn. We are going to come up with new ideas. We are going to come with new creativity.
Hmm. That's
Yes.
pretty. I mean, and then that's actually a good take on it. Also, COVID taught us the power of online education and small scale businesses going viral online.
Right.
Many homemakers got a chance to earn, become financially
Right.
independent,
Hmm.
right? So, yeah, that's true. That's true. With the amalgamation of or the commencement of AI, what do you think is the future of social media or technology per se?
I'm afraid to say that, but I have not been tech savvy. This is
Mm-hmm.
something I'm not very good at.
Mm-hmm.
Having said that, I have done BTech. I'm an engineer, but when it, when it comes to technology, I'm I feel I'm from the different planet. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, AI. I don't know much. To talk about one of the things that is that online has become convenient for us, but I don't enjoy teaching online. I have been an English trainer. What I do, I give online and offline classes. When I offline classes, it feels more special. I
Mm-hmm.
can have a nexus with my students. I can feel them. I can understand them, and their
Mm-hmm.
presence truly makes my day. And I don't want more. And
Mm-hmm.
right away, I can give their feedback. But when it comes to online classes, I always find online classes are mundane, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't enjoy teaching, or I don't enjoy giving online classes. Somewhere I'm impelled to do this in
Mm-hmm.
order to earn money. I do this, but whenever I teach online, I don't have that feel. I
Okay.
I cannot sense people. At the same time, many things happens. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
my network does not work very well.
Mm-hmm.
Same goes with my students. I
Mm-hmm.
like to give the classes in a group. They, at the same time, they will speak. When I tell them not to speak, they will stop when I tell. So I feel there is a lot of disturbance.
Uh-huh.
So this is what I.
You feel there's a lot of disturbance in online classes.
Yes. So I was about to say that simultaneously, if I get a call from somebody,
Mm.
that call might be disconnected with the students I'm going to have, or
Uh-huh.
with my students. So this is the
Uh-huh.
first thing. I come from a society where, and they have like megaphones with them, and
Yeah.
they are always on. So like that, I'm distracted, and the class is disturbed. So I don't like it. But when it doesn't matter how loudly I speak, still my students are not able to get me impeccably. But if I do the same in my class, there I have options. I close the door, then I don't have unnecessary voice or noise. Then that's how I enjoy doing that. And I don't know why, it's my personal experience. I don't know about other teachers, but I'm always dead tired whenever I give online classes because of that screen. I keep looking at the screen all the time, and I have to speak.
Right? Okay.
Hmm.
That's great. Yes. True.
Loud.
Okay. I have a different opinion on this, but to each their own. Absolutely. But I
Yeah.
understand where you're coming from. You miss the personal touch, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Got it. Got it. Yeah. True. English as a language is a global connector, I would say, between people and stuff. But still, many people are not aware that English is not the most widely spoken language in the world.
Mhm.
It's actually many other languages, like in Russia, it's their businesses, their internal day to day activities are sufficed by Russian language. Same
Mhm.
goes with China, same goes with France as well. Now,
Mhm.
because of technology, things are global slowly. So we need one universal language to connect. But still,
Hmm.
a major part of the world doesn't speak English, and they're
Hmm.
quite happy. So that is a reality too. So,
Hmm.
what's your take on it?
Yes, it's so true. That I think we always jump on the bandwagon. We
Yeah.
always follow what others are doing, and
Mhm.
when it is about the business,
Mhm.
especially in India, I
Mhm.
think English is highly known for business language. When it
Yeah.
comes to Hindi, Hindi is a language of connection.
Mhm.
Sometimes I feel whenever I teach, I'm not able to give the right feedback if I do not use Hindi,
Uh-huh.
because it shows the connection. But when it
Okay.
comes to English, it does not show the connection. It only shows that this language can be used for businesses. Apart from
Hmm.
businesses, we barely use it.
Hmm.
Or it has also become the language for education. If
Yeah.
you go for higher education,
Hmm.
there you need it very much.
Yeah.
And if you are a traveler, in order to explore the world, you
Yeah.
need this language. Sometimes your own language is not going to work out, but when you know English, English is spoken in many countries, is
Yeah.
spoken all over India. So that's
Yeah.
how people use it.
Not
And
even
it,
abroad, like, people coming down to south from north or east India. In India
mm,
itself, it's very much required if you travel to other parts.
yes, so true. In southern part, without English you cannot do anything.
Yeah.
If you know English, everything becomes convenient for you.
Hmm.
If you want to book a hotel, if you want to travel, or if you want to have
Hmm.
a word with anyone, if you want to eat anything in a local place, then
Yeah.
English is going to help you. And I feel whenever I speak English, or when my students learn this language, it it sets you apart from
Yeah.
others. That's why we speak this language. And it, when I did BTech, I did
Mm-hmm.
not get this recognition. The moment I started speaking English, the moment I started giving English classes, now I am recognized a bit. People feel okay, Sunil has that level where he can teach,
Yeah.
or yes, because of this, I'm so grateful.
That's amazing. You reminded me of my professor. She used to tell a line. So I've done my certification from Cambridge University, the original Cambridge. So
Okay.
she was an 80-year-old professor. She says,
Mm,
English is the language of personality.
mm,
So you reminded me of that. It is
mm,
actually globally, if
yeah,
you see. So
mm,
yeah, that's true. That's true. Growing up, being in an environment where English was spoken the most,
mm,
we took it for granted. The more I dwelled into Indian students, I've taught
mm,
globally to big brands and I've traveled a lot. But when it comes to India and certain places like Vietnam, Beijing, that's when I
mm,
realized, I mean, we take a language for granted. These people miss out on opportunities just because they don't know a language.
mm,
It's the sad reality. But it's
mm,
true.
yes.
This word. Multiple times I noticed you had pronounced the word tr. It's not interesting, it's interesting.
Interest.
Interesting. Yes. Okay. So tr sound will not come. Interesting. Int.
Interesting.
Yeah. The schwa, the int sound will come. Right? Interesting.
Okay.
That's it.
Interesting. All right.
Yes. Absolutely. And I loved your points. I loved some of the idioms and phrases that you used. A good way to learn vocabulary or retain vocabulary, I don't like to use the word learn because you cannot learn anything. It comes naturally to you, especially a language. You retain it because you
Mm,
understand the context. So, for learning vocabulary, since you like it, learn phrases. That
mm,
helps a great deal. Phrases because you understand the context, the situation, and you retain it. For example, if I give you three phrases for giving opinions, like
mm,
personally speaking, as per my knowledge, right?
mm,
So if I wake you up from sleep at the middle of the night and I ask you, when do we use as per my knowledge? You can
mm,
completely relate with it that yes, for giving opinion.
mm,
No? So learn vocabulary in terms of phrases. You can even
mm,
inculcate if you like. You can
mm,
inculcate games also. Online games like Wordle. The good old Scrabble is always there, but Wordle and many other games make your learning fun because we keep updating. Even if we are trainers, I'm there in this industry for more than a decade, but I keep upgrading myself.
mm,
So
mm,
that's important. And it's also important to know different slangs. For example, just because you don't have to use picture perfect English always, because the teenagers resonate with you when you use the slangs, and they are accepted in Oxford and Cambridge dictionary as well.
All
So
right.
keep yourself updated with the latest trends and slangs as well. So
Okay.
that really helps a great deal. Yeah. So these were my take on it. And it was an absolute pleasure connecting with you, Sunil. It was like
Yes.
I'm meeting a colleague and discussing about the language.
It
Thank you.
means a lot. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye
Yes.
bye. Take care.
Yes. Bye. Take care.